It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. For about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And shedding a man at the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's Mixon running right. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 2nd and very short, Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it down here to the 43. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw, it's Wentz.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. 20, 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 75 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They fake the give. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st down, Wentz. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Rolling to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to air one out. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On one, ready?
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Looking deep for Hilton. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Left side, Doyle with it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. 58.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 33. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Wentz. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Wentz going to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Again, it's Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about a trick.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jack Doyle. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, they were probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And bulldozing his way through. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. It's Mixon on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No.
And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Indy.